Hi, everyone. Welcome to the virtual GESI Global Development in Action information session for fall 2022. My name is Miranda Gooseby, and I'm a program manager in the Global Learning Office, commonly known as GLOW. My colleague Norville Watts and I manage the GESI program along with Patrick Eccles, Senior Associate Director of Global Engagement Programs, and Dr. Diego Arespi-Bazan, an Assistant Professor of Instruction in Anthropology and Assistant Associate Director for Curriculum and Instruction at GLOW, who teaches in the GESI program as well. Through this information session, we'll give you an overview of GESI, talk about the structure of the program in a little more detail. We'll also cover how to apply, and then we'll let you know who to contact if you have more questions. So let's jump right in with an overview of the program. What is GESI? GESI is an acronym for the Global Engagement Studies Institute. GESI is a global engagement program that combines academic coursework with professional experience through an international internship. The Global Engagement Studies Institute continues to offer a virtual rendition of its programming in light of ongoing limitations for international travel. This is a unique hybrid opportunity to explore complex questions through coursework while simultaneously engaging in a meaningful internship in a virtual setting. Students will take part in in-person coursework at Northwestern while completing a 15-hour-a-week remote internship in one of 6 country locations. This combination of academic work and hands-on experience allows students to analyze community-based approaches to international development. GESI as a program has strong student-driven origins and philosophical roots in the Acid-Based Community Development Institute. So, a focus on community in the context of development is foundational in the GESI program. GESI is one program, but we work with partners in many different locations around the world. As a participant in GESI Fall 2022, you have the option of completing an internship with a grassroots organization in one of 6 countries: Ecuador, Peru, Argentina, Ghana, Uganda, and Vietnam. You'll find an expanded number of program explanations and more about the internship opportunities, all listed on the GESI 2022 website. Here are some other characteristics about GESI that make the program so unique. The program is a really powerful blend of intellectual inquiry and experiential learning. You're learning about development in class and interning with an organization doing development work simultaneously over 9 to 10 weeks. Like I mentioned earlier, GESI is a community-based program. It's people-centric and relationship-focused. The program involves a variety of opportunities for collaborative learning and virtual community engagement. Now, an important point here is because students by design will be learning while doing, and because of the people-focused nature of the work, GESI requires a strong work ethic, humility, and a willingness to collaborate with an approach to collaborative leadership. Ultimately, the GESI experience is unique to every person. Everyone has different goals and motivations to participate in GESI, and every cohort and student will have their own takeaways. And as a means to illustrate this last point, I wanted to share with you some testimonials of students who participated in GESI in the fall of 2020. Cindy says, GESI gave me the opportunity to connect the work I was doing hands-on with the theory and history behind development while deepening my understanding of cultural humility, ethical storytelling, and the complexities of NGOs. Virtual GESI is a great window into the global sphere of NGOs and a great way to learn about through firsthand involvement another nation from your own home, Sebastian says. And last but not least, Stella says, this class challenged me to grow as a student and person more than any class I've taken in 4 years at Northwestern. If you're considering a career in development or the nonprofit world, there is truly no class that will better prepare you for your career. This class and internship deeply altered my understanding of what it means to work in development, how and whom we can truly serve, and the ethical and theoretical theory and history of the world of humanitarianism. So now let's move on to some more detailed information about the structure of the program. This fall, the GESI program will take place during Northwestern's fall quarter, beginning September 21st and ending December 10th. There are 3 mandatory components of the GESI experience. First, all students are enrolled in the same course taught by Northwestern faculty. Second is the internship experience. And third, the internship is complemented by a series of practical workshops. These could include cultural sessions, language trainings, group meetups, project management check-ins. These workshops will help you to contextualize your work in the local community development setting. All students in GESI will be enrolled in International Studies 393, Development in a Global Context, held Mondays and Wednesdays, 3:30 to 4:50 p.m. This variable credit field studies course has a focus on theories, history, trends, and controversies in international development. There's also an emphasis on group-based peer-to-peer learning through a flipped classroom model. So you can expect to participate in small group discussion simulations, role plays, and other class activities. The idea is that you'll be exposed to some of the decision-making dilemmas often encountered in development and community organization contexts. Something that I really want to emphasize is the participation in class is key. Students will be assessed on their participation in the lectures and online discussion forum, group work, written work, and performance in their internships. This isn't a passive experience, and I think the full active engagement of participants is what makes the program so powerful. For students completing a virtual internship, you will receive 2 credits for participating in the field studies course, along with a 15-hour-a-week individual or group virtual internship with a community-based organization. Here's the rough estimate for how the hours per week will be broken down. Roughly 10 to 12 hours would be dedicated to a project, research, or advocacy-based work. This would involve group meetings and check-ins with your supervisor, as well as independent work on your time. Depending on the location, you'll participate in 2 to 5 hours of practical work. Typically, the initial weeks of your virtual internship experience will involve an onboarding process and practical orientation to help you situate yourself in the local context and organizational settings that you will be working in. Later, workshops might include things like guest lectures, group reflections, cultural sessions, or language trainings. Exact days and times are to be determined and will vary by location. This is based on individual schedules, time zone differences, technology considerations, and other factors. And finally, let's move on to how to apply to GESI for fall 2022. GESI is open to students in all majors and minors on the Evanston campus. Students are eligible after completing 1 year of study at Northwestern, so as soon as the summer after your first year. For many Latin American locations, 1 year college level Spanish or the equivalent is required. So essentially, many of the Latin American internships required conversational Spanish language ability. However, there are a couple locations in Latin America that offer English language internships, so just check the GESI page of the GLOW website for those details. Finally, please be sure to discuss your plans to do GESI with your academic advisor. Feel free to contact Krista Bethel in the financial aid office if you want to talk through your options. A note about financial aid here. If you receive financial aid during the academic year, financial aid also can apply to the fall. One popular study abroad scholarship opportunity open to Pell Granted students is the Benjamin A. Gilman Scholarship. Krista is the financial aid advisor who will work with all of our study abroad students, and they're super knowledgeable and a great resource in the process. You're also able to request a fall aid estimate via email. Just send a message over to undergradaid@u.northwestern.edu. Just please be sure to plan ahead. It's not too soon to start thinking about fall financial aid. The application for GESI is online on the Global Gateway portal, which is the same portal that GLOW uses for all of our study abroad programs. And the application is now open. The deadline for Fall GESI 2022 is May 1st, and you can find the link to the application on the GLOW website. The application includes some short answer questions, and if you're applying for a Spanish speaking internship, then you'll respond to a couple of those in Spanish. You'll need to attach your resume and your transcript, and you'll also need to rank your top 3 preferred locations. When you're narrowing down your location preferences, here are some things to think about. Generally, the first thing is language ability. If you're conversational in Spanish, then you could do any of the locations. But if not, then you'd want to focus on locations that offer internships in English. Geographic region or specific country can also be an interest factor for students. Area of work and partner organization can also play into your preferences. Our partner organizations abroad all have different organizations of focus and different approaches to development. Each organization works in particular sectors such as education, human rights, the environment, microfinance, or public health. So one of these might jump out at you. All of this information and the scope of potential projects at the internship are listed on the program webpage, so be sure to check that out. At the end of the day, remember that you'll ultimately be placed in a program location. So if you're having trouble deciding on preferences or figuring out which place would be the best fit for you, it's totally okay to be open to any location. You have the option to indicate that flexibility in your application, and the GESI staff and partner organizations can figure out where your interests can be best served and how your skills can be put to use. And finally, please spread the word about GESI for the fall. We know that so many opportunities have been canceled or postponed due to the pandemic, so we want as many students as possible to know and to have access to the program. Hopefully you've learned more about the GESI program. If you have any questions or want to discuss the program more, please email the GESI team at gesi@northwestern.edu. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to working with you. Have a wonderful day.